Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys had a great day. Today is January 22nd, 2024. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on and kind of what we're focusing on. In our last my last stream, I was kind of speaking more towards the kind of the importance of looking through technically your website and how it's shaped, and looking at speed, and of course looking at keywords and a few other tidbits. Today, just wanted to kind of show you guys just a quick update on kind of what's going on with our domain. We have broken through our higher, we've broken through the high of our previous high, and now we're at a higher high. We're about 42 impressions a day. Now we're at 48. This is great for me and us because I've been kind of waiting for us to bust through that kind of imaginary ceiling right now, because I know that we're targeting a lot of impressions with what we have kind of planned for execution here. But wanted to kind of get into a few things today, and just wanted to share a few thoughts with you guys. I have a mastering SEO deck that I put together, and wanted to just take some time to kind of talk through a few things, because I realize there may be some of you guys that are just getting into SEO, or maybe just getting into leveraging AI for SEO, and you may not necessarily completely understand what's going on. So in this series, I think what I'm going to do is some 101, just so you can get some more value out of this. I'm not going to go full screen or anything, just going to kind of talk through this deck, and wanted to just talk about the power of search. So search is very powerful just because it is, and also there's a lot of individuals that start their purchase with a query, right? That's just how our world works today. If you're looking for something, you're searching about it, you're learning about it, and then eventually you have you searched enough for the value to make sense to you, and you make the purchase, right? When we're looking at search, the main power of it is that there are Google alone processes about 5.6 billion searches a day, right? So there are so many subsets of searches that are happening, and in the moment of, like, in 1 minute of search, there is enough for everyone to be successful. And that's what I think is the power of search. If I'm trying to rank for I don't know, the best roofing company near San Francisco, and you have a page also ranking for that, you're gonna get traffic for that, right? You're over time, you're still gonna be successful in that query. So I think that's the power of search, is that you're able to really target a user in their entire journey. You could target them at the top of the funnel when they're looking for, they're asking questions, how and what is, and where, and looking for tips and things. You could target someone that's at that stage of their consideration journey, and then you could also target someone that's looking for emergency water remediation, and that person is low funnel, and you could structure your website and your search strategy to kind of target wherever you want to kind of engage with your users. And the cool thing about search is it's not just applicable for Google search; it's applicable for pretty much everything that we do. Even if you're using your text messages on your phone and you're trying to find a specific thing, you have to query it. You have to use a keyword, or if you're on social media and you're trying to find a friend, you have to query that, and that's tied to a keyword. So once you understand and kind of learn about search, it should help you kind of put it all together. So that's the power of search. So what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. If you don't know, essentially it just is a myriad of things that you need to look at, guidelines that have been set for you to kind of go towards, especially using someone else's platform. Essentially Google, they're like, okay, we have Google search, right? People are searching and finding the information, but hey, if you're gonna place on our platform, if you have an SRP, if you want to be on our SRP, then you need to follow these guidelines. And essentially, the guidelines are, you need to have technical soundness on your website. You need to follow those guidelines. Your content has to be high quality, and you also have to be trustworthy, right? So, and that's the EEAT standards that have just recently been launched last year. That's also going to change this year. So, I have it written here. You have your on-page, off-page optimization. There's also backlinking, internal linking. There's social media that ties into this, and being trustworthy. And essentially, once you start executing this, you're able to reach new customers. You're able to increase your on-site traffic, and of course, your business is going to get more visibility. So that's SEO in a nutshell. That's the best I can do with defining it. If you have a better definition, please leave it in the comments. So why is it important for your business? So any company, big or small, needs SEO. And the really cool thing is that when you invest into SEO, it's a long-term investment. Like when you put out a piece of content today, it's going to be there, and if it is of high enough quality, you are going to get engagement right on that piece of content. And whether it be like a very local specific page towards a service or a blog, or if you're optimizing a product for like an Amazon product, or you're looking to list on Google Shopping, it is a very great investment. And the thing is, as time goes on, as users change their behavior in the market, because if you just think about it, maybe 40 years ago, maybe 50, 60 years ago, we were ordering out of magazines. Actually, it's probably a little bit beyond that, maybe 100 years ago. But yeah, there were magazines and newspapers, and I don't know if you remember, like the phone book. Like a phone book used to show up. You used to flip through the pages and find a business, and the ones that had the quarter page or full page ad would be the one that would get more traction, right? So that's evolved into Google search, right? Because you don't have to query a phone book by hand anymore to find the phone numbers. You have a search engine that does it, right? And Google has changed kind of like the the newspaper ad or the phone book ad into like a paid search ad, right? Because people are still just looking for the services that they need in the market. And that's going to change. That's going to continue to change, especially with AI and voice search. People want to find information faster and query through voice. So typically what you see is about a 14% close rate with organic leads compared to cold calling. And I think that alone is enough for any business to kind of applaud and go after. I mean, 14% close rate is really good. I just think about outbound sales, and you're making 1,000 calls in a day, and a lot of people are hanging up on you, and you're feeling defeated. Where SEO, you're like, hey, I'm looking at this dashboard and I see what exactly I'm placing for, which keywords I'm placing for, what URLs are showing up, what users are coming to my website, where they're coming from. You can see all their engagements and interests through analytics. Like I would rather be on the organic side than the outbound side. So I think also there's another thing just to kind of speak towards here is a lot of businesses are reluctant to take part in SEO, and I think if you are a business and you're considering getting into SEO, get into SEO. Like just get into it. It's just one of those things that you need these days, because you're not going to be found, right? You can go and set up your Google My Business page and get some leads off of that, but you're only in the Google My Business arena, right? There's other expertise that you have that your salespersons, your sales team has. They're going out, they have the expertise, but no one else knows about it if you're just on one channel. So we've had this discussion with a lot of our clients or prospects that are, they don't really see the value of it. However, our entire world is being flipped upside down right now through AI, and search is going to be kind of migrating to generative AI search results, right? And if you're not up with the times, and if you're not adopting those strategies and tactics now, you know you're going to be left behind. So it's kind of like when credit cards were first introduced to the market, and you know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, a piece of plastic, and you're going to transact at. You're gonna swipe and pay. Like it was so hard for a lot of people to understand, right? And now we have near field communication, and we're just putting our watches next to a device, and there's transactions that are happening in milliseconds, right? So, yeah, just I guess that's a PSA to those businesses that have not taken a part in SEO. You're gonna be left behind. All right, let's move on. So the components of SEO. Good SEO, I believe, encompasses keyword research and strategy, looking at your audience and understanding your audience, technical optimization, on-page optimization, content optimization, local optimization, off-page optimization, backlinking, internal linking, and image optimization. And then there's more. But I think if you can kind of go through your website and focus on these things, you're going to be successful because the fundamentals of SEO have not changed, right? So I'm going to leave it there because I don't want these videos to be too long, but definitely like and subscribe. Every couple of videos, I'll continue going through this deck that I have here. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this and really think about how you're going to optimize towards these things as you're developing your SEO strategy, right? Because there's videos on AI and content, and some of them really speak towards one or two of these things, right? However, you need to ensure that you have a balance, or the entirety of the components of SEO are optimized. Because, for instance, you could have the fastest website, but your content might really suck, right? Or, you may have great local presence, but when users come to your site, it's very slow and you're losing the opportunities. So yeah, I'll leave it here. If you guys haven't already, just like and subscribe just to support me. And if you are looking for any advice or help, don't hesitate to reach out at hello@arisemedia.com. And I hope you guys have an outstanding day and afternoon. You guys take it easy.